Hello to all. Here I am going to explain about the Boyce calorimeter. Okay. So this calorimeter it is useful for the determination of calorific value of the gases fuel generally. Okay. It is useful for the determination of CV, that is calorific value of the gases fuel generally. So first of all we see here the principle for the Boyce calorimeter. A gaseous fuel is burnt at a known constant rate in a calorimeter under such a conditions that the entire amount of heat is produced and this heat is absorbed by the circulating water. So this is a principle of the Boyce calorimeter. The entire amount of heat is produced due to combustion of the gaseous fuel in a calorimeter, in a Boyce calorimeter at a known constant rate. So this heat it absorbed by the circulating water. Okay, so now see the diagram for the Boyce calorimeter. This is a diagram for the Boyce calorimeter. So at the center there is a gas burner. Okay, gas burner, it is surrounded by the combustion chamber. Here we use the two thermometers and there is an insulating cover. So these are the 4 points also in a construction for the Boyce calorimeter. The first one, that is a gas burner. Okay, now there is a gas burner in which a known volume of gas is burnt at a known pressure and the gas is burnt at the rate of 3 to 4 liter per minute. Okay, so second point, that is a combustion chamber. So around a gas burner, there is a combustion chamber which has copper tubing coil system inside as well as the outside of it. Okay, so around the gas burner there is a combustion chamber which has a copper tubing coil system inside as well as the outside of it. Water enters from the top of the outer coil which moves to the bottom of the combustion chamber and then goes up through the inner coil to the exit at the top. That means there is a water circulation taking place in a combustion chamber and which control the temperature of the reaction, that is combustion reaction. So point number 3, thermometers are there. So in this calorimeter we use the two thermometers, okay, to measure the temperature of inlet water as well as the outlet water. So two thermometers are there to measure the temperature of the inlet as well as the outlet water. So for that purpose we use here the two thermometers. Last point, that is insulating cover. The assembly is covered with an insulating cover to detach the combustion chamber from the atmosphere. Okay. So what is the function of this insulating cover? Which prevent the combustion chamber from the atmosphere. And there are the three holes at the top of the assembly. Okay, so what is the role of these three holes? So one for the exhaust gas, second for the water inlet, and third for the condensed steam. So this is all about the construction of the Boyce calorimeter. Now how it work? So here we can say first one, that is start burning of the gas at the suitable pressure and you have to adjust here the rate of water flow such that the temperature of the outgoing water remains constant. Second point, we can say here the burn the gas for the 5 to 10 minutes to have the steady temperature of outgoing water. Okay. After that, the steady conditions of outgoing water temperature, then constant water circulation and gas flow rate is reached, then simultaneously we have to observe here the readings. Okay, we have to note down here the readings or observations. So which are they? First one, volume of the gas burnt at the given temperature and pressure in a certain time period. Second one, quantity of the water passed through the coil during this period. Okay. Number 3 observation, mass of the water condensed from the products gas during the period, same period. Okay. And the last one, steady rise in temperature of the water. Suppose initial temperature, that is T1 and final is T2, then we can calculate here the rise in temperature T2 minus T1 degrees centigrade. So here we have to note down the 4 observation during the experiment, that is Boyce calorimeter. First observation, that is volume of gas burnt. Second, quantity of the water passed to the coil. Next one, mass of the water condensed from the product gas. Okay. And the last one, steady rise in temperature. Now come to the next one, that is about the calculations. So volume of gas burnt, which is in meter cube. So we use here the notification, that is V. Okay. So mass of the cooling water, it is capital W, it is in kilogram. So mass of the steam condensed, it is small m, which is again in kilogram. So gross calorific value of the fuel, which is equal to L. So GCV, that is equal to capital L. Rise in temperature of the water, so we take here the T2 minus T1. Okay, so these are the points in a calculation. Okay, V, that is the volume of gas. Second, mass of the cooling water, capital W is there. Then mass of the steam condensed, that is small m is there. GCV, which is capital L, and rise in temperature, that is T2 minus T1. So we consider here there is no heat loss, then we can write heat liberated by burning of fuel, that is equal to heat absorbed by the cooling water according to the principle of this calorimeter. So we get the equation VL, that is equal to W multiplied by rise in temperature, which is T2 minus T1. But here we have to calculate the GCV, that is equal to capital L, which is equal to capital W multiplied by T2 minus T1 and divided by V. Then we get the GCV in a unit, that is kilocalorie per meter cube. Okay, then we also include here the one more point, that is mass of the steam condensed. So mass of the steam condensed of the water per meter cube of the gas will be m divided by v. So we take here the small m divided by v, it is in kilogram per meter cube. If this water had left as a steam in a product gases, it would have taken away some heat. Okay, that is latent heat. So therefore m divided by v get multiplied by latent heat, which is 587. And after that we can calculate here the NCV also, which is net calorific value, that is equal to GCV, gross calorific value, minus small m divided by v multiplied by 587. And we also get here the NCV, it is in unit kilocalorie per meter cube. So this is all about the Boyle's calorimeter, principle, diagram, then construction, working and calculation. Okay, so I will stop here. Thank you.